As you can see, my reverse lights are not working. So I jumped right into the JTIS diagrams to see the connections, and here is the module which controls the reverse lights. Interesting, no fuse here. I've already checked the reverse light bulbs and they were both okay, so I decided to dig out the security and locking control module to check and measure the cable harness from there to the rear lights. Careful with this, if you push too hard with the screwdriver, the plastic threads will break. You can pull these plastic rivets out, or how do you call these anyways? They are a bit tight. Just pull hard and they will pop out. Like that. I lost some of my footage, so I shot this part again, as well as the digging out of the SLCM module, SLCM under the fuse box. When all rivets are out, you can pull out the whole panel. It is attached to the body with these 4 metal, I don't know how to call these, this and this. The rest of the trunk panels were easy. I wonder what this bolt is for. Away it goes, and then remove the bolts holding the trunk fuse box. The SLCM lies under the fuse box. The antenna cable is a bit tricky to reach. There is a kind of a lock ring on the connector. Rotate that off first, then the connector will come off. The SLCM comes easily off when you push the locking latch. There. The cable connections are a bit of a pain in the ass as usual. I needed to use screwdriver for the middle connector to push the clip inside enough. Wiggle, 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 you know. I measured the cable harness connections from the module to the lamps. Cables seemed to be okay. Connection from connector to connector was okay, and no circuit to the ground. No shortcut to the ground. Yet another thing in this car which is not definitely original. So this led me to the conclusion that the security and locking control module may be faulty. After some googling, I found the relay type which controls the reverse lights. Fairly soon I ran into BMW discussions where the same kind of a relay was blamed to fail on the central locking. So I jumped into conclusion that maybe the same relay is failing in my module. So off to open it. Took some time to figure out how to open that thing. The old plastic can be brittle and I did not want it to break anything. The red screwdriver here was the first breakthrough. Then this corner came off. Yeah. And victory. What do we have here? Some kind of wire connection. I decided to disconnect this end. I suppose the other end is as good as this. So here are the relays. Gonna remove and replace them both while I'm on it. I've been told that in order to remove some old soldering you should first add some new one. That should melt the old soldering at the same time. Then melting that all is easier and quicker. So that's what I'm gonna do first. For each leg of the relay, this is double-sided board, so the other side worries me a bit. We'll see how it goes. Using this soldering sucking thing here. And I managed to remove the relay without destroying the circuit board. Yay! And here is the complete removal of the other relay. With a good magnifying glass, this is easier. now this relay is almost loose. It is moving already. Here is some solder in one leg, so I'll just heat it and try to wiggle the relay out. Here. The circuit board still looks okay to me. Testing the relay and it is working. Oh my. So after inspecting the circuit board, I realized that this, what I first assumed to be a power supply of some kind, is actually this. It is providing power directly to the reverse lamps and nothing else. And that 51 connection is fed by this fuse. in the trunk fuse box. The reversing lights fuse. I've already got the new relays from Alibaba. Here is the original relay by Siemens. And here is the new relay. These were fairly cheap, just about €2 each. I do not know how reliable these relays really are. The time will tell, I suppose. Part of the video was shot with Nokia 1080, the monster camera phone, which had great microphones for loud environments, but for silent environments the background hiss was really annoying. I tried to filter it out. Anyway, we'll manage. The relays are now in place. Just do all the previous things in reverse order and test. Okay, the fuse was blown. Replacing it does not help, the new fuse blows again and again. So I decided to replace the wire between the module and reverse lights. I routed this yellow wire from lamps to here. I cut the original wire close to the connector and soldered the new wire into that. Again, some say that wires should not be soldered in a car. As usual, I do not advise anyone do anything here what I do or I don't do. But it looks nice, right? Okay, bye now. Take care.